Quality of service. See, routing is the service, and we want to do that routing with good quality. Why? Because the traffic that you are sending through the router all or not of same size, type, and importance. They're not of same type or size or importance. Some traffics are very tiny. Some are big. Like the voice and video that I'm sending now. By default, all the voice and video applications will create the packets in a very small size so that it won't take much delay to reach you. See, if voice and video gets delayed, that streaming, that understanding, the voice will break. You won't understand the voice. Sometimes metallic voice, robotic voice, sometimes break it will happen. So the applications are designed to create small packets, very small packets. But the file transfer protocol, FTP, TFTP, these and all, data is too big and it will consume a lot of bandwidth. Bandwidth hunger traffics. Bandwidth hunger traffic. They want more bandwidth. And say, for example, if the bandwidth hunger FTP files are using the network, and when the voice comes now, voice will not get the chance because the FTP has already consumed the CPU and the hardware queue. Every interface have got a hardware queue by default. Now, this FTP traffic goes and consumes the CPU and the bandwidth. As a result, the voice traffic need to wait for the opportunity. And the delay happens. And the quality of the voice and video goes bad. What should be done is QoS. So you should tell router that router, this FTP when it comes, if voice is also trying to use, give second preference to FTP and give the high weightage to voice. You need to educate that router. That is what QoS, educating router. Router by default don't know how to differentiate one traffic over the other. For router, every traffic is same. If the destination matches, it is going to route the packet, whether it is voice or video or FTP or TFTP or HTTP, that doesn't matter for router. It is meant to route the packet when the route is there, when a packet comes. But quality of service is making that router a better routing device. How? You give a visibility to the router, saying if this matches, it is voice. If this matches, it is HTTP. If this matches, it is TFTP. You are telling the router that these traffics are not the same and they need special service. special prioritization or bandwidth allocation. Okay, so when you tell this router how to treat the traffic, we call that as QoS configuration. Telling the router to identify different traffic and giving them a different priority, different weightage. We call it as QoS. By default, the router never do this. They do only routing. Now you also make them to identify, say for example, in airport, you can see this QoS. After you collect the boarding pass, you need to go through scanning process. But when I go through the scanning process, before I enter into the scanning queue, they say, sir, you take that queue. Why? Because I have a business class tag. So they know that this guy is not economic class. He has got a business class tag in his hand baggage. So he has paid more money. We should allow him in a fast queue. So they put me in fast queue because I paid money for that fast queue by buying business class. But in some airport, that never happens. Whether you are a business class or first class or economic class or no class, doesn't matter for us. Only one queue. Because we don't have much employees, This is one small airport. You cannot expect all those luxury that you get in Bengaluru. We have only one queue because there is only one ticketing boarding officer. We don't employ more. This is a small airport. So, one queue only. That is how the normal routers are without QoS. Routers without QoS is like that. Whether you are a first class or business class or economic class, you paid more money or no money, doesn't matter. You need to take this queue, that's it. Alright? That is it. But with QoS is like the airports in Western culture countries. You have first class, separate queue. Business class and women's with infants and old senior citizens, old people with a wheelchair, they got another queue. And economic classes got another queue. That is QoS. According to the amount of money that they paid, different levels of services given. That is why there is a harmony in airport. If you don't want to stand in a queue, go man, go give more money, get the first class ticket. Don't come and argue with us. Go. Get first class. Who cares, man? No one will stop you. You can take the fast queue. Don't complain. Give money, go to that queue. Simple. Yeah, you cannot stand in queue. Go. You have money, go. Give money. Take that queue. That is what the airport is telling actually. We will give you a special QoS, man, quality of service. Give more money, we'll give you special priority. We can even carry you. Yeah. I remember once an Audi car came to home to pick me from airport and dropped me in a special door, special queue. Everything was very fast. I didn't feel like I'm going inside an airport. I feel like I'm going inside my own house, own airplane. Even when I get down in Dubai, again another Audi car was waiting for me and dropped me in the hotel where I was booked for to stay. So give money, get more luxury. That is what, even in network. You say no, we have a very sensitive traffic. Then ISP will say give money, 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 money. We'll put you in a special queue, fast queue. How much of MB you want? Fast queue. Then he will say maybe 100 MB of traffic, 100 MB per second. Okay, give me this much money and tell me what all traffic should go via that 100 meg. Those traffic will go in a fast queue. All the rest of the traffic from you will go in a normal queue. So you can match the voice traffic and say, these are the traffics I'm sending you, put it in the fast queue. And whatever the traffic that is not marked will be taken in a normal IP routing path. You see, for that marking, queuing is important. If no marking, no queuing, then it is not possible to have that special service for the time sensitive traffics. Multicast traffics, voice traffics, video traffic, they're all time sensitive traffic. Clear? Did you understand the need of QoS and what is QoS? So in short, quality of service is making your router clever to differentiate routing protocol from a normal telnet, to differentiate FTP protocol from SSH. Let me ask you a general knowledge question. Which is more important, EIGRP traffic or telnet traffic? Anyone answer? If you don't have route, can you telnet? So which one is important?
Router.
EIGRP is important. More than telnet and SSH, EIGRP is important. Okay, I'll ask you another question. Is FTP important or telnet and SSH is important?
Telnet SSH.
Correct. Because FTP you can do anytime. But when the problem comes, to troubleshoot, if FTP goes and consumes the processor, I will not be able to troubleshoot. So when troubleshooting protocols like CCNP, telnet, SSH comes, that should be given more priority than the telnet than FTP. File you can transfer anytime. But if you want to control your device, you need a router to allow you. SSH should be prioritized. When the CPU is busy with the FTP, processor should not say, no, let FTP finish and then I will give you SSH session. No. CPU should give importance to SSH or SNMP or whatever the management protocol, trying to manage the device so that the admin can bring the device in control to if there is an attack going on. If the attacking traffic is consuming CPU, not allowing telnet or SSH, then attack cannot be controlled. But that doesn't happen. Nowadays, devices comes with the default QoS. As soon as it finds the management traffic coming in, it stops the other service and say, hey, let SSH get its session. And if there is some resource available, then you can use. You see? So Now itself you would have understood that there is a need for prioritization. Doing that needs three things. Number one, you need to classify, meaning you need to say this is FTP, this is telnet, this is SSH traffic, this is voice traffic, this is HTTP traffic. You need to classify them. Number two, you need to set the priority or some bandwidth reservation, nothing but QoS need to be applied for the classified traffic. Thirdly, you need to tell on which port of the router this prioritization need to be given. Apply. QoS into interface. You can also apply globally. We call this control plane policing. You can, but most of the time we apply the quality of service on the interface, right? So these are the three things that we are going to discuss in depth in our next class: how to classify and what are all the QoS options that we have. At last, apply them. I'll